Everybody from all around the world. Nick Hedges from Sydney. I've got a human resources advisory and consultancy business here in Sydney. So my question, Ari, is that often when I'm referred to a client or I'm in front of a client or a potential client, I should say, so I haven't converted them yet, obviously, I'm usually asking questions at the beginning, sort of at that sales conversation around probing them to qualify them, more importantly than anything, sort of in my head, are they the right size? Have they got the right employee size, etc.? So I'm sort of asking a lot of qualifying questions. And my question to you is, in the fact that it doesn't seem to get me so close to the sale, sort of what should I be asking, or what should I be using a different approach?
Okay, Nick, great question. That's a very common issue that we've been taught over the years, that our job is to first qualify somebody in an initial conversation, asking fact-finding questions, which what you're doing there is asking questions, size them up essentially. And the challenge with that is fact-finding questions are not trust-building questions. When somebody feels they're being almost cross-examined on our first conversation, they're being sort of extracted with information and data about the situation in terms of what you need to size them up, that actually breaks the trust process. They don't feel like you're listening to them. They feel like you're trying to extract information for your purposes and not theirs. So what we have devised is replace fact-finding questions. By the way, those questions are important, but they come later in the process. The first thing you have to do is you have to initiate what we call trust-building questions. And those are different. And those are questions around unpacking and helping the other person understand the depth of their issues. So rather than trying to size them up and qualify them, instead what you need to do is simply ask some questions to really unravel and amplify their situation. So and help them see the gravity of their situation. So example, if someone says to you, we're having trouble keeping our people, let's say as a problem to you, rather than trying to size them up in terms of the opportunity, what I'd say to instead is, can you tell me more about that? How has it been a problem for? What have you done so far to try and work on that? Give me more context around the problem. So rather than try and move them forward to qualify them, you go down what I call the iceberg to really help them understand the gravity of their full situation, because that's where you get to a level of trust that you can't get to through strict qualification. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yeah. So what you're saying is use that first meeting really as just an opportunity, I guess, to just completely understand the problem, and not even are they. I guess we're trying to find out if they're right fit, but
look, if you're getting poor quality people in the first place, that's a marketing problem, not a sales conversion problem. So what you got to do is tweak your marketing to bring in your ideal client profile who's already pre-qualified in terms of the size of the business or you know how many employees they have, but you don't use the actual conversation itself to figure that out. You use the first dialogue to build trust with them.
Yep, that makes sense.
All
okay,
right. Thank you, Nick.
I've got to jump off, so I'm kind of selfishly thank you so much, but that was great.
Take care.
Thanks, Larry.